Welcome back, everybody, to Cthulhuigi's Big Let's Play. This is the first level in the game with Yoshis, but first I'll let my guest commenters introduce.
I'm Wesley. Here we are in Lost Isolith, Chapter 4 of Conker. You might remember it from Dark Souls. It's actually from Conker.
Hi, it's me, Josh.
That's Josh. We also have Duth and Matea. Give us a little word to all the fans out there. You two. Great. Awesome words. Thanks. Thanks for your contribution. And your host, the host with the most, Darvo Prower, got some money.
I can put this with the rest of my dead presidents. That's what I say every time I get those checks from AdSense.
Capitalism is about collecting dead presidents.
What about the dollars that have a life sentence on them?
Oh, Matea can introduce themselves now. Hey, introduce yourself, Matea.
I'm Matea.
Alright, Duth, introduce yourself now. Alright, well, if you hear that TV, that's Duth. That's Duth. That's Duth's
Duth is a TV like Conti from Fully Cool.
Yeah, exactly. You just killed Chief Wicket. From Star Wars. Do you think they wanted to call that area Rock Hard, but they had to change it?
No. I think rock solid probably means rock hard in British English. I don't really remember what you're supposed to do this area. I don't think you do this part first, but oh, I remember now. If you beat these guys up, they'll turn into a rolly rock that you can watch for.
Kind of fucked up they stole the first level from Banjo-Tooie before Banjo-Tooie came out.
This came out after Banjo-Tooie.
What year did Banjo-Tooie come out?
1990.
Oh, did these both come out
I thought
the
it was
same year?
2000.
It was 2000.
I lied
was
when I said this game came
2001.
out in 1999 in episode 1. This game came out.
Donkey Kong was 99. Kazooie was 98. Tooie was 2000.
This was probably
Sweet.
under development already as Conker's
Every-
Pocket Tale.
Yeah, this was 2001. This was spring 2001?
Oh, I guess I'll believe you this time. Kind of fucked up they stole the first level from Banjo-Tooie.
Well, Pocket Tales was just the alpha for every game. If you type 2001 games in Google, the first few results are Grand Theft Auto 3, Conker's Bad Fur Day, Baldur's Gate 1, Baldur's Gate 2, Melee, Fantasy 10, Devil May Cry 1, Alien vs Predator 2, and Sonic Adventure 2.
I think you do an elaborate thing to open up that gate, then you... Wait, what?
I don't think it's a coincidence Animal Crossing for GameCube came out the same year as this game.
Why do you have to do that one more time? I don't remember if there's anything else you have to do in that top part. I might be missing something. This part of the game has so many fucking parts, and a lot of them are bad. We're in the good part of Uga-Buga right now. This level is called Uga-Buga.
Well, it's realistic to moving rocks in real life.
Okay, I'm ready to record next part.
We already started 5 minutes ago.
Oh. Can you go back?
You didn't really miss much. All I did was stomp on the Target Zan statue at Cease of Yoshi's.
I
And I've
just
been...
told the audience you got turned into a TV and you're a TV now. Also in 2001, Jack and Daxter 1 came out, which is a much inferior game to this game.
What?
Hey, it seems so level utility.
I mean, I think there's a clear winner here between the two games. I mean, just
Also,
look at this animation.
I think in a lot of ways, Conker has the potential to be a better game, but then Jack and Daxter.
It's
fun to play.
A scene like that.
If I wanted to play
Yes.
a video game, I'd rather be playing Jack and Daxter.
I don't. Jack and Daxter does not have a scene where a boulder with a man on it hits a man and they both blow up.
Well,
That doesn't.
does though.
That I mean, I think the contest is decided.
No, it's not.
I just think it's confusing. I think they should either call it Jackster and Daxter or Jack and Dak.
I agree. That's my biggest problem with it.
I think it should be called Jackie and Daffy. You know, you should place Daxter with Daffy Duck.
Do you think someone lives in an alternate reality still, where Sonic eyes are separated like Conker's eyes, and Conker's eyes are combined like Sonic's eyes?
And Conker has combined eyes.
Or do you think everyone in that alternate reality has died? Those are the only two.
Yeah, I think Guzzlord ate them all.
Yeah, I think something probably would have happened in that reality to kill everyone.
They didn't have enough eyes to beat the Ultra Beasts.
Not enough Sharingans.
I mean, they'd have the same amount of eyes as us. It's just flipped around.
This music is maddening.
I don't like thinking about eyes flipped around.
You guys are really lucky that I didn't stream the music.
I'm a noise core specialist. I live in this kind of music.
How would you know that?
Because I know the song for this area.
Are there any
Oh,
Death
yeah.
Grip songs that
Name every
go?
note. Name every note in the Uga-Bunga OST.
I don't have it hard memorized, but I remember it's dope.
This game really did just steal the 5th and 7th level from Banjo-Tooie, didn't it?
Banjo-Tooie is a Glover-like. The whole game you're escorting Kazooie, which is the ball.
Not always. Sometimes you're Banjo alone.
If Glover had a backpack, he could just put the ball in a backpack and move the ball that way.
They also stole one of the moves from
Didn't have
Tooie.
it back.
Yeah, just move.
Yeah, I'm glad you skipped all that part of all the time of Conker sitting on the egg. It wouldn't be very interesting for you.
I think this would be better if it didn't have so many swears.
I think it'd be better if it had more squares.
So,
I just think it'd be more polite.
I hope everybody likes my mechanical keyboard
how is
ASMR.
Conker gonna get epic money if he's polite?
Well, I just think it'd be more polite. You'd have
You
to
have
be
to, you have
polite.
to be rude to become rich. That's
Well,
the
you
law.
he could still be rude a little bit, but you can't swear anymore because I think that makes it too rude.
That would just be stealing Kazooie's personality. Kazooie is just a Conker that doesn't swear.
I don't know about that.
Does everybody
yeah,
like
I was
this
doing a bit, but
baby
I don't know about
Yoshi
that
with the
specific
stink
statement.
Well, I was also doing a bit, but I mean, if you think about it, they're the same color scheme. The blue for the backpack that's part of Kazooie's body, and the red feathers for the red fur, and the white tail for the white beak.
As we can see, this is Grant Kirkhope's take on the Baby Yoshi mechanic from Super Mario World.
Grand Kirkhope also has an alias named Robin Beanland. You might think Robin Beanland was the one that worked on this game, but it's actually Grant Kirkhope.
Yeah, and he also has an alias credit. They said he was the composer, but actually he made the entire game.
Yeah. He owns Squareware.
But he left.
So,
He went to go work.
That's what he wants you to think.
Dinosaur has a really funny voice.
I think this game
What's it
should be
sound
in the
like?
special
Hello.
credits. Special thanks of Grand Theft Auto 4. I think the reason Grand Theft Auto 4 is so much more popular than 3 is because everyone that played Conker after they played 3 realized that they like Grand Theft Auto more.
I think Rare should have come out with a racing video game starring Grant Kirkhope called Grant Kirkhope Auto.
Conker would be a perfect protagonist for a Grand Theft Auto clone. I don't know why Rareware didn't just do that. Or Microsoft. Like, you don't even have to have a story. Just, like, put Conker in a sandbox and have him be rude.
I like how ironically Jack and Daxter did that.
Yeah, but it was also are you referring to Jack 2 or Jack 3?
Both. Well, Jack 2 is more specifically Grand Theft Auto-y, but
Well, both of those were just betas for the racing game they wanted to be.
Well, I think Disney should buy Rareware, and then we can get a Simpsons hit and run and Conquer crossover.
I don't want Disney to buy anything ever again after Star Wars. Also, Disney exclusively gives video game licenses to EA and DICE, which are the worst companies.
What about Squareware, a little game called King of Hearts? I assume he just was too far away last time I went through here.
Shipped title experience required. Does that mean they won't hire someone that worked on 40 Winks?
Yeah, that's what it was.
Alright, sorry, what was your question, Darvo? My bit is over now.
I was telling you to summarize what you learned in your bit. Because
Okay,
I edited out the first 2 failed attempts.
No, don't do that. That was the best part of the LP so far.
yeah, edit in exploring
I
the
should
website.
edit in more failed attempts. I'll start a new file.
People only watch an LP to watch people fail, so I mean,
Sure.
you should definitely just keep that in.
I disagree, but alright.
What I learned was Mario worked on Epic Mickey. He has a lot of little friends named Pokemon. Conker is a good babysitter. He's really good at teaching baby how to walk.
Fire.
I learned that Junction Point is hiring and that they will hire me.
We can and will hire you.
I learned that their contact page has a picture of a dragon, and it just says early concept for unnamed title under it. I don't know what that has to do with contacting them. But then under that it says, if you want to contact us at junctionpoint.com. And if you want to contact us about careers, contact us at junctionpoint.com. But you're already on junctionpoint.com, so I don't know why this page even exists. There's just a contact page on their website that tells you to go to their website to contact them.
Wait, did you see the top casinos, top online UK casinos, best PC gaming chairs, best computer gaming desks?
Why do they write about this? Wait, this is the only way to access their articles. And there's only 4 articles, and 2 of them are about casinos.
What the fuck? Was this like a a money laundering scheme? Was Epic Mickey a money laundering scheme?
I think so, because Simba, a sign-up bonus of $7,777.
Oh, for some reason, I thought the context-sensitive button wasn't the slingshot. I thought you were just pulling out your slingshot.
I also
Yeah, with
learned
the
that
C
Jack and Daxter
buttons.
1 is an objectively inferior game to Conker's Bad Fur Day, created by Rareware at rarewarestudios.com. And that it's because Jack and Daxter has a man and a squirrel, and the squirrel is not the main character. In Conker's Bad Fur Day, the squirrel is the main character, so that's why this is a superior game. I don't know who made Conker's Bad Fur Day, but it's probably Nintendo. You shouldn't buy games from them. You should only buy games from Rareware because they killed Nintendo in the opening of this game. And Conker did it with his own two hands and a chainsaw. So if that doesn't get you to behind him, if you can't beat him, you join him. Then you better watch out.
His baby's too small to use these steps.
That's what you'd think.
I mean, he's clearly not doing.
Wait, I found another great find on junctionpoint.com. Congrats.
Yoshi bodyguards don't look.
Congrats, Rabby and Monica. One of our own has had a baby, the fourth Junction Point baby so far. We congratulate environmental artist Rabby Hampton and his wife Monica, in addition to their family, new daughter, born on July 25th. Entered the world measuring 20 inches long and weighing 7 pounds 11 ounces. Congrats on the fourth Junction baby. I like the idea that if you're born and your parents work at a game studio, you're referred to as like a different species, like the name of the developer and then baby. I'm not a human baby. I'm a Konami baby.
So why is Conker doing this again?
To progress, I guess. You just
Progress where?
Well,
south.
he got drunk and then he woke up somewhere and he's trying to get home so he can fuck Barry, and he met a lot of friends along the way, and then there was a toll. He had to pay the toll to continue, and then it led him here, which is coincidentally next to where Barry got kidnapped.
Should I go
So
in the mouth or
he's
above
gonna
it?
find out if
This
he gets
flippo?
kidnapped, and then he's gonna try to save her. You should go in the mouth.
This like a fetish thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mario and Luigi.
You ever go to E621 and use the Maw tag or the Maw shot tag? It's just hundreds of pages.
Dev, I feel like you're probably supposed to use this Tombstone Man somehow.
You
No.
think that, but
The Tombstone Man flings you backwards into the mouth.
No, he
Stand on
doesn't.
his-
It's actually a noob trap. See, it didn't even do anything.
you
Look,
go in
he
through the
got
eye
hurt- he
hole.
got
You
hurt.
go-
I got
You
hurt.
go in through the eye hole.
Oh, there's a one up back here though.
And by the eye hole, I mean the nose hole.
What is with the fucking fall damage in this stupid fucking game?
Well, waiting on that guy's concrete is a reference to Dark Souls, where you wait for the bird to think you're an egg, and the fall damage is a reference to the fall damage in Dark Souls.
I mean, if you fall for long enough, you lose a proportional amount of chocolates, so I mean, it makes sense. Just in real life.
Just like Sneezier.
Yeah.
I like how they're like, we're making the news. Our recent deal with Disney has been making big news. A few selected links on the matter, and then one of them goes to abouttimeboardgame.com to an article called "Should I Let My Kid Win at Board Games?" And then they briefly mention Epic Mickey, in the article, and that's like enough to get them on their the front page of their website.
Oh, I think you like do something else to like make this guy not snotty.
I think you go in him nose and kill the snot.
Yeah, I wasn't kidding when I said you need to go in the snot holes.
The nose knows.
I'm glad that they
What
used
do you
like
do,
real physics for
Darvo?
this instead of a scripted jump.
Just hover into the nose.
Seems like a...
There you go. You didn't believe me, did you?
I forgot about the lengths this game goes to.
Well, the nose is stopping you from progressing. You gotta do a context-sensitive trick to get the nose to go achoo. Oh my god, that guy ate a booger!
And now he dies. Because he
Fitting
has-
end to dying would be a fitting punishment for a man who made another man eat a booger.
I'm glad the back of the throat is still...
As are all throats.
Mine is right now.
Well, all of them are, so it would have to be.
I feel like this game has like I don't know. I feel like boogers were like something that should have happened a few hours ago. Because we've already escalated from like poop to like smashing gore, and now we're at boogers.
Yeah, and Panty and Stocking, the poo episode is episode 1, and the booger episode is episode 2. So Conker is really taking its time to get to these fetishes.
Well, the gore... There was gore before the biggest poo.
I just mean they should have escalated it to the poo, and I feel like boogers would be a good way to escalate to the poo.
This is just a parody of Jabu's Jabu Belly.
See now.
Are you gonna incorporate a Pajama Sam 2 speedrun into this LP somehow? Because I feel like you should. It's not related to anything that's going on currently, but...
Oh, isn't it? So
I'd
that
be
whole...
disappointed if you did.
That entire part was just...
Well, that part isn't long if you, like, are like, there's snot in the way, I better...
No, I mean, like, everything up to this point was just to get the hat from the dead caveman.
Well, in TF2, you have to smelt 81 scrap to get 1 hat, so I mean, I think this game is a lot more lenient by comparison. Darva, what are you doing?
Trying to get down there.
I think there's just a death plane. I think you have to go back the way you came.
I don't want to.
You can't.
Why
you
would it
can't
even
not-
do it though? Like, why would it trick you like this?
Well, it's too high. You're supposed to be scared of falling, but Darvo's always in a rush to beat the game really fast.
I mean, those really do look like places you could fall to in any other given video game.
Yeah, but this is a
does.
realistic game for adults.
I'm
When you
not
say
saying
I'm in
it's
a
no good
rush,
at
do you mean I'm in a
design like that.
rush to play the game Disney Pixar Rush?
Yeah, I mean like Sonic Rush 2.
Well, no, there's a game just called Rush that,
I don't mean
Pokemon
it.
Dash.
I don't mean it in an insulting way. It's a positive trait in a lot of cases, but you do try to like ram your head against certain sections to get through them faster instead of thinking that there might be a less
That's quite comfy.
fun solution.
Why would
to
they,
get past
like, have you go out there right above this, like, big hole if you weren't supposed to jump into the big hole?
Oh, not
It's
these guys again.
you're supposed to be scared of falling. There's lava down there. You might melt.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know.
You don't want to lose your
Yeah.
new hat in the lava.
I know. Yeah.
Plus, they're the
Okay.
booger
Those
gauntlet.
black
They have
ones,
to
the
make
guys
you
up
go
there.
through the booger
You
gauntlet
like
again.
it?
It's like an
Well, I
obstacle.
don't
It's
like
like it's like a relay
get rid of
race
them.
where you go through an obstacle
Yeah.
course and you grab the little pole
Follow me.
and you run back. You know?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, my attention split a little bit. There's a garbage disposal crisis ongoing that I'm trying to help.
Sick damage boost.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
was awesome. See,
that's
that's the part of the game where rushing is actually a positive because you find new ways to enjoy the game that you might not have otherwise.
Absolutely fucking nuclear take considering what you just said.
I said that it's positive to rush through the game sometimes. That's why I said it wasn't an insult. It's just a little trait of the gamer. Some
Alright.
gamers rush and they become speedrunners. Some gamers take their time and they enjoy Bubsy 3D like me. You know, there's different gamers, different games for every gamer.
What was the point of the Pikmin you had earlier? Were you supposed to lead them somewhere?
They're supposed to fight these guys.
Oh.
oh yeah.
It's like the jabby
Why didn't
jabbies
Conker
in Thousand Year Door.
So yeah, that boost you got for getting damage and going faster is actually a bad thing.
Well, now when you play the game a second time and you have all the Pikmin with you, you know that you can boost to leave them if you.
That's
if you
true.
try
Pikmin
to
skip.
find
Are there any
if you
others
wanna-
that like I have to walk over to? This lizard
don't-
should become your friend and give you the ability to do the tablet flip anywhere.
Yeah, he was outside the bar, so you should be able to bring him a drink all the way from the bar, and then he becomes your friend and gives you the secret ending, like in Spelunky 2.
Do you think he's the same one from? Do you think he's the same one from Bat's Tower?
Yeah, I think he's a reoccurring character.
Or wait, not. He was in Barn Boys, wasn't he?
He's in one of them.
I like how much of this level is based on things following you that are slower than you.
Not
This
good at.
gave Miyamoto an idea much later to make a funny game called
Much
Mario
later.
68. Yeah, it's called Hey Pikmin. First
Hey!
game of its kind.
Pikmin! Leave those kids alone!
PW, what is the
Oh my
nuclear
god, where's
take?
the fourth one?
Does it really matter? You need to eat all of them?
I think you do.
There's 4 rock guys.
Why would
that
you
aren't
not need
big.
all 4?
No, I mean, there's a couple others over there, aren't there?
Those don't follow you.
Oh, they're stupid.
They didn't see you squinch the dinosaur, I guess.
Wait, PW, did you send me Guilty Gear XX because it's on sale or because it's a new game?
Because it's on sale. Like, this is just. Yeah.
It's still on sale. How much longer is it on sale?
I said last night I said it was on sale for 36 more hours, and I presume that time period has not passed yet. Let me
Oh
check.
shit. It's on sale for 14 hours.
Yeah.
They're just going around worshipping Conker instead of actually fighting the guys.
I don't know if slapping them actually helps. Doesn't really seem like it effectively interrupts their animation cycle, but
Does hammering the jabbies in Thousand Year Door help?
yeah,
Does it?
I think so.
Does using flurry help?
I think using flurry might actually make it worse because it also affects the poos. I mean, at the very least, you're remixing the RNG.
I'll sort this out.
I think using a hammer usually ends up making me hurt the punies more.
You're not my kind of guys. Okay, but I need the password.
Password. Guys, do you know what the password is?
Hmm.
No. Fidelio? Let's have some fun.
Fidelio. You know what? I'm gonna call the part there just because I'm a little distracted and want to resolve this epic garbage disposal issue, and this next
It's
part
garbage
is
day.
really
Will
bad.
the Pikmin match up to the rival ahead? Find out next time. A Pikmin's blessing is a Pikmin's curse at Rock Solid.
Maybe I'll splice it into B1 video still, and this whole disclaimer will be pointless, but... Good morning, gamers! It's me, Cthulhuigi, back for this new part which I may have spliced into the last part, going to the Rock Solid Club. This is my favorite part of the game, according to Dark Souls rules, where your most favorite parts are the hard ones.
My favorite part of Dark Souls is Crystal Caves, because you try to fight the monsters, and then they fly away, and then you walk towards them and you fall.
I think the big moths and stuff are really cool.
My favorite part of Dark Souls is Fungi Forest.
Did you know the moths are created by Seek the Scaleless as science experiments to find the key to immortal life?
What did you do that for, Darwin?
I don't remember what you're supposed to do here.
Get drunk.
People are just hanging out.
Oh, I remember now.
This is what happens when you go to a pub / nightclub. Are night pubs called nightclubs?
Because they got more merit badges than you, strong man.
This is just the Mario Sunshine watermelon mission.
Okay, now this is like going as far as I remembered it. I guess Darvo just needed to aim up a little further.
Will Darvo finish this quest before I come back with a pep?
No!
The rate?
I definitely won't, because it's the hardest thing in the game other than the lava surfing. And they put the health bar up here, which is nice, but you shouldn't have to do this. This music is really loud. It's good though. I think you have to do all three in one because they do get up. I don't really remember for sure though. I just remember this was a really frustrating part. I don't know what that rolled up guy in the back is for. Because there are 3 of the ones that roll up. Oh my god.
What's the objective here?
Just roll them onto the 3 switches.
I see. This is a good old level of what the golf.
Oh, this game. This is when the game gets extra bad, isn't it?
This is probably the worst part of the game. Like, the mechanic just doesn't work. And it's rude. But
I mean, it's kind of impressive in a way.
yeah, I mean, it really is just Mario Sunshine.
I can't tell if it's better or worse than the watermelons. Melon minigame.
Looks worse to me.
Maybe that guy that's permanently asleep, you can roll into one of them and you're supposed to only need to do 2, which seems more reasonable. This does not... oh, it does count as a cutscene you can skip. Okay, that's something. Oh, actually, I think you get this guy to, like, open up the actual switches for the other 2 to go to. You like, I don't think you get comment on it. God, I might be just completely misremembering the order you do stuff in.
I feel like you should put a seizure warning on this video. This
Yeah.
isn't very good.
But you can see berries like in a cage up on the upper level. And
Up on the
there's,
roof.
I think, a like sweet spot where Conker will comment on this, probably. Yeah, okay, I remembered. I'm glad I remembered that relatively quickly.
How did they get the rights to Lola Buddy in this game?
This came out before Space Jam. Yeah, I need to remember I can skip those cutscenes. That is a nice speedrunner's trick. Oh wait, do I have to do it in a specific order?
Can you not just like walk through that door that just opened?
I'm 90% sure I'm just supposed to pee these guys through there. Maybe I talk to her and then she says
wait.
to do it.
Yeah.
You might be right.
That's what she says. Should you go in there while drunk?
Yes.
You take damage for it?
I'm fine. Oh, I think you're just supposed to get one guy through here. No, no, you're just supposed to do this. God, this sucks. So you're supposed to roll a guy through there, follow him through, then push him onto that, and then do it with the other two guys. And you have to walk all the way around the bar here to get to the... I don't know, why couldn't they just put a ramp on either side?
They ran out of memory.
Ran out of polygons.
They had used up all the space they were allowed to use for map data on maps.
Did this game need the memory pack?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure like Donkey Kong 64 and Majora's Mask are like the only games that hard require it.
What's it called? The Cool Zoo game has that issue if you...
Zootopia?
No, the one by the
Animal
Rockstar.
Yeah, Space Station Silicon Valley anti-requires the expansion pack.
Because it gives the N64 too much hot swap memory.
Yeah.
Okay. He at least stays stuck like that once he's through there. Whoa, I'm gonna have to make this the thumbnail. Why was Conker like holding his head but not fully in hungover mode when I was up there previously?
Scene transition?
Yeah.
Maybe he took damage.
Is that just mandatory damage? Or no, I think if I had fluttered strategically, I could have averted it. Don't let these dancers push the guy off. Actually, I don't think they do that. I think the first one doesn't anyway, so that's a relatively nice thing the game does. Yeah, I think I had a lot more trouble with this the first time, possibly just because I didn't realize that you could,
Was that max damage?
Yeah. Why won't the chocolate in here respawn? I'll just have to be careful sometimes. This really summarizes what it is means to be Conker Bad Fur Day. You should have an option to invert your piss axis.
Oh, they're gonna patch that in. Nintendo tweeted about it.
Nintendo would want to have nothing to do with this game in 2020. I like how you're just really fucked. Like, they just didn't make that part work.
I like that Fire Emblem Heroes is soft corn porn.
Soft corn? How so?
More damage.
Just because it is. I was gonna say that I think Nintendo wouldn't care about Conker's Bad Fur Day anymore.
You can't drink alcohol in Fire Emblem Heroes. A lot of times, I don't want to say it's because of the Chinese censors, but you know what they're afraid of skeletons and alcohol
You
over
can
there.
drink
Then what you
alcohol in Kid Icarus.
That's because Kid Icarus is 21. The issue is they don't want to be seen as portraying underage drinking as fun and exciting. And in Fire Emblem, everybody is young because you would die in the old days before you turned 21 usually.
Alright, everybody, I'm back from the Nook and Go. I'm sitting down in my gamer chair, and I'm gonna see how much progress Starvo made in this great LP of ours.
None.
Awesome.
No. Starvo just made a little bit of progress.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know how to not take damage there.
Looks like we're in the same place we were.
No,
when
this
I
is
got my car.
they managed to piss the rock down the hole.
You pissed off the rock down the hole.
I don't know if any epic commentary moments happen between now and then, but you should speed up right after I leave to right when I get back, and then put like the Katamari music over it.
The Katamari piss theme.
I'm surprised no one's tried to like Skyrim mod this part of the game. I'm not gonna explain what I mean by that.
Oh, I thought it was pretty obvious. Is this the last time you pee in the game?
No, don't you pee in the testicles
any-
fight?
Yeah, I already did that. That was the boss of Bat's Tower.
After Congress played this part of the game, they outlawed peeing in any video game as part of the PIPA Act.
The pizza.
It was passed by 284 members of Congress. Rejected by few, but regretted by many.
Like, what are you supposed to do? If I put my dick away and go any closer, he's gonna stand up and punch me before I can lift it back out.
Just gotta hope the physics. There you
Yeah.
go.
Sorry, I said Congress. This is a British game. I
Congress
should've
Bad
said
Fur
John
game.
House of Lords.
Congress Bad Fur Day. Congress Bad.
It's called the Parliamentary.
Harlem Go
House
try
of
it.
Commons.
Parliamentary.
Yeah, but the Parliament is House of Lords and House of Commons is subgenres inside of it.
Look
Yeah,
at
but you
that
could just
cool.
say
Look at that
parliamentary.
epic Jew.
Yeah, but I wanted to flex on my knowledge of John Burkow.
I feel like I deserve commendation for not taking mandatory damage there.
Darvo, I want to commend you on not taking mandatory damage there. You've become a real gamer. You really blossomed in a lot of ways since you first picked up the controller, baby Darvo, and now you're a grown gamer.
I'll do a flashback to my Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play.
Banjo-Tooie.
Yeah, montage.
I did the
and
Banjo-Kazooie Let's Play first, I just uploaded it second.
a montage in TP of Klungo throwing potions at you and you saying, "Why does he just keep this force field all the time?" and then look at where we are now. We freed Barry and her money friend. It's realistic that Conker. Oh, I thought they just couldn't hear each other over the music, but he has this hat on.
At least that sobered him up.
I could have made like a Studio 51 joke and called this like Rockio 51. That would have been good.
Jetpacks and bucklers.
Yeah.
Well, that took a lot less time than I was worried it might. Now
I think there should be a shop in the Conker overworld where you can actually buy a jetpack so you don't take fall damage anymore.
This game would be good if it had persistent upgrades. That's not true.
Well, I think it should have more hats at the least.
Where do you think you're going with that? The money.
Well, now that Balan Wonderland is getting made, someone will probably make a Conker like.
You need to see.
Okay.
Oh, I'm surprised it goes from that part of the game to this part of the game.
Me too. This is a really weird transition.
Yo, this is a wise guy that tried to steal my dough. What do you gotta say?
Yeah, it says me Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
This is based on The Godfather.
Barry, how you doing? Hey,
It's based on the
You know
Matrix.
this tea leaf?
It's based on The Sopranos.
I'd associate with a caveman.
Tony Soprano.
Rod does not seem to know you.
It's based on the end of
Is it
Heavy
okay if I
Traffic.
go now? I gotta go powder my nose.
Get out of here. Right. Let's get back to business. I just got
In the
one.
original version, she said that she has to go do some blow,
People gotta show the appropriate
but they had to censor it.
respect.
Jonathan Blow
You step out of
specifically,
line,
and
Well,
then
yeah,
Jonathan
you
Blow
can
stabbed him, and that's why they had
be
to censor it.
respected.
Yeah.
One of you guys has shown no respect. Who it is, I don't know.
This is just the scene in Killer Bean.
It
where they just
is.
do this.
Chicho. Could have been.
I mean, they're both based off of the scene from Godfathers.
Holy.
I've never seen The Godfather, but I've seen too many scenes making fun of The Godfather to ever be able to watch it. You know, when I was 10 years old, I had a Mario shirt that was like the Scarface, like the white square with the mostly black background, and like Mario was black and white, and it would say Mario and letters. And my grandfather was like, "Oh, I know that guy," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's Mario." And they're like, "No, it's Scarface." And I'm like, "No, look, it says Mario on the shirt, Mario." And I'm like, and they were just like, "Huh." It looked like Scarface to me, and I didn't know until later that that shirt was a
You
joke.
already
on
got the
Scarface.
disguise, so that's that one.
But I like the idea that they looked at Mario and thought that's just what Scarface.
Well,
That reminds me of
Scarface was a joke on
Superman.
Mario.
Remember Superman 60 or Samurai 64?
I remember Bomberman 64. I don't remember.
I remember Samurai 64.
Also, Scarface wasn't a joke on Mario. It was a joke on Bob Hoskins.
What I propose that you do is use your disguise acumen. Take the
Did they
bomb
really
to
just...
here,
Cry 64 isn't a game, Darvo.
down,
Did they not have a better,
here.
It seems like they could have done this...
Drop it here. By the way,
It's a reference to how The Godfather
when
has
that
really
bomb goes
bad
off,
pacing.
Yeah.
leave town.
I
And
haven't
if
seen
you
it.
don't pull it off, that's just
I just assume it does because every joke of it is like this.
What's your favorite Mafia movie? Godfather, Goodfella, or
Goodfellas.
Scarface?
I prefer just a good episode of The Sopranos. Tony Soprano eats his salami. It's a really good time.
I assume this is like due to the Xbox being able to render it at a frame rate the N64 couldn't, but like, this looks unusual.
My answer is The Great Gatsby because Spider-Man is in it.
Great Gatsby, Batman!
What if the reason you can't fall down in that one room is because it's the room with a dinosaur in it and the room that gets blown up to the bomb are two separate maps?
That might
Oh,
be
you
how they
mean-
did
I
it.
mean, like how Frantic Factory is a non-Euclidean space. It's
No.
two separate. Oh, I don't know what you mean.
I mean, like the room that we thought you could jump down into, and the room where you like we were wondering why Darvo, like why they just kill you if you try to jump down, and I'm positing that it was because it's just a different map that looks like the other one.
It's entirely possible.
Also, probably it's just punishment for thinking you could go down there. I looked up 3D Mafia films because I realized there's no computer graphic Mafia movie, and it
What about Killer
recommended that
Bean?
I watch Trolls World Tour.
What about Killer Bean?
You're right, Killer Bean is the first 3D Mafia movie. That's why it took off so well.
Why did the Weasel want to do this?
He doesn't like the cavemen.
What if it is the same map, but if anything goes past the death plane, like if the death plane is above the loading zone, and if you go into the if anything goes in the loading zone, it loads this cutscene. So they had to put the death plane that only affects Conker above the loading zone, so you die before you trigger it. So if you could get Conker to glitch past the death plane, you could go into the loading zone that the bomb touches, and then load this cutscene without getting the Pikmin.
My other guess is that the death plane is there for the lava before they actually put the lava there.
That too.
I recognize that money.
All he has to do is put his hat back
no.
on, and I'll give it
What
back.
is the world coming to? When a squirrel can't even go to a dinosaur-themed
Why did
world without
DreamWorks
getting
make a
mugged by a
Trolls
bunch
sequel?
of prehistoric brats.
They should have called it
want all
Troll
the
2.
I want all the commentators to answer that. Also, they should have called it Troll 2, but used the S as a 2, and it's like a backwards 2.
They reused this joke in Banjo-Tooie.
Now that gives me another idea.
Critically acclaimed, or like not like super critically acclaimed, but they were like they weren't bad.
Trolls movies they did not do well.
Trolls World Tour ended... It was the last movie to come out in theaters.
Well, that might have done well, but the original did not do well. I literally heard nothing but bad things about that. From everyone that
I heard medium things about it.
Yeah, I mostly heard medium things.
I heard that there were trolls in it.
Who doesn't love some funny little trolls?
This is a throwback to Diddy Kong Racing, I just realized.
This is a true story. When I was 12 in Lakeland, Florida, I would go to this Nazarene church, and they had Bible points where, like, if you answer the question, like the Bible verse questions right, when they ask, like, if you're paying attention, or if
Enter
you
the
help someone
Bible
out,
verse.
you get Bible points, and you can spend them in the store for physical things and bring them home. And one of the things I spent my Bible points on was a little troll doll that kind of looked like this, except not a Funko Pop. Well, for all the viewers there, it was like the naked troll baby.
Well, Darva's gonna edit it in for you.
Yeah, Darvo is gonna.
There's definitely a appreciable chance this isn't going to be sped up.
And well, this is the Jackster and Daxter thing part, so you got to put something over it, so you know people are still entertained since Jackster.
I like how it shows you exactly the third of your money you get back when you kill them.
But my point is I brought this little naked baby troll toy back home to my mom, and she literally said it was demonic, and she didn't let me go back to that church anymore because they sold naked baby trolls, demon toys.
Okay, I actually agree with her for once.
But I was trying to tell my mom like it's just a funny doll, like it's just a doll with funny hair, and she was like no, these are called trolls. Trolls are demons in the Bible, and they have pointy ears like trolls.
They do say that in the Bible.
Do they say that in the Bible?
Yeah, they say
Or
trolls are demons.
Yeah, I've been reading a lot of Bible books, unfortunately.
She
So I
thought
can confirm.
anything that was a monster was inherently a demon, unless it's like the Addams family. So like,
Yeah, apparently isn't demons.
yeah, even though they're like the Addams family probably are literally from the demon realm. But anyway, so I wasn't allowed to go to that church anymore. I had to go to a different church.
Was it a better church?
They all kind of blend together. I mean, like, some you have to wear a suit, some you just wear whatever the heck you want. Some they have Smash Brothers Brawl in the youth group room. Some give you free food. Some you just sit on a chair and hear Bible verses and songs all day. You know, some have Rock Band.
Some of you run into a dinosaur.
Some
you run
of
into a
them
dino-
want to accuse you.
What
Some
happens
of
if you
them-
run out of lives here? Not that we're going to.
you die.
Oh, I did it. Imagine if that happened in Diddy Kong Racing, when the slow-moving dinosaurs.
I think if you die like that, it should just use up all your lives.
Yeah, it would be cool if lives were like hit points.
Yeah, I think if FromSoft designed a Mario game, they'd definitely make obstacles that could take away multiple lives when you die.
Spelunky kind of works that way if you think about it abstractly.
Kind of does.
Why aren't you going up to get that money up there, Darwin?
Hey, there's some money!
Darvo knew they were gonna die and do it again.
Jokes aside, that's your reward for completing this part.
Oh.
Well, why don't you just get it?
Because you have to steal the other 3 hoverboards to have enough jumps.
Well, no, you can just get it if you try it.
Darvo, can you
Okay.
edit in this image of a troll as well? Because I think this one furthers my mother's argument a lot more.
That one,
if I would
I
have
trust that
this-
one more.
Because he has clothes on.
Also, I shouldn't even be darting my eyes over to look at that. This is the hardest
You're
part of the
doing
game.
better though.
To be fair, Wes, you posted for
No, I'm not.
You're doing way better. You never lived this long before.
It's not an endurance.
Everything's an endurance challenge.
What the fuck was that?
That was the death pixel.
Dead Pixels, They Bleed Pixels is now available on Nintendo Switch.
Wes, would your mother say Furbies are demonic?
No, she bought me a Furby. She bought me a Darth Maul Furby.
What about
That's
Dong-
the most demonic Furby.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, I have the rare Darth Maul Furby.
I actually started talking with my coworkers about eating Furbies the last week.
Although she bought me an Aqua Pet, and then we both agreed that it was demonic. And
What's an aqua pet?
Aqua Pets are demonic.
That's not the description I was looking
can't
for.
explain it to you. I'm trying to find it.
It's
Are
too.
they
They're like
sea
sea monkeys.
or something? Okay.
They're not live creatures. This is
Sea monkeys aren't alive.
This is the exact one I had, and like, after 3 months, the water turned brown, and like the battery got corroded, and like it would just turn on and off randomly, like in the middle of the night, and it would go like
Yeah,
and,
I had
like, it
a
would scare
like
the shit out of me, so we destroyed it.
I had a
fucking
pocket
rules.
Pikachu. I had a pocket Pikachu like fake Tamagotchi that made me believe in the supernatural for like 10 years longer than I would have otherwise, because I would hear mysterious robot beeping that was just like a random MIDI alarm you could set on it that I apparently did and forgot about and usually slept through, but made me think there were secret beeping robot ghosts in my room sometimes.
That's how supernatural things mostly happen.
That is what, I mean, half of them are owls and half of them are like that, I think.
Also, yeah, Matea, it does rule, but when I was a baby, it was really scary.
Also, I think that was the world record for that part.
Yeah.
It's the babies, but babies are fucking stupid.
That's true.
I like the audience a lot.
Oh, they made them full 3D just for the Xbox.
This is more like it.
They all look like
Okay,
Lisa
audience,
Simpsons.
Somebody's pleased to see me. Hey, yeah, I know. I'm great. Yeah, hey. Oh.
Having them all be separate animated sprites is like actually a nice effect, I think.
I think animated sprites, like as an audience, is always gonna be cooler than like anything you can do with 3D models in an audience of like more than 100 people. It's like, unless you're in the audience, it's a background piece, so like people still make background pieces in 2D, so there's no reason to.
Did you hear you say it's a Saturday matinee, which confirms this is now the afternoon and not the morning?
Going on here, but there seems to be a
It's
door
Monday
over
Night
there.
Combat here at Conker.
This game is on a Majora's Mask cycle, but you only get one per game.
Are you all ready to set your clocks 2 hours forward today? Daylight savings time was yesterday, so daylight's removing time is today. You save one and you delete 2 others.
Dude, you don't respect daylight savings time, right?
Yeah.
No.
What if it was revealed that this isn't this is daylight savings time and it actually works the reverse, and the other one is the real time?
Doesn't matter to me. It's just a label.
Would you
It's what you do that matters.
Would you support daylight saving time if every daylight saving time they added a new number, like a new never before seen number character, and added it to like the Unicode, and then like added it to the hours in the day? So like every year there's an extra hour added to everyone's day, and you have to memorize the new number character every year, and it just like gets more difficult every
I would. That actually reminds me a lot of a suggestion I've made for a while, which is they should get rid of leap days and leap years, and instead of daylight savings time, just every 3 months you roll back the clocks an hour, so you get 24. Or wait, no, it'd be every 2 months, yeah, and then you'd get 24 hours every 4 years.
Oh, is that the time? I got a scoop.
They should just move everyone to a different planet.
That should just be an instant kill.
If we all lived on Jupiter, one day would be 800 years. So, like, you wouldn't have to have daylight saving time, because the point of time is to know when it's light and when it's dark out. And it would be light all the time for at least 800 years. So, like, within our lifetimes, we wouldn't have to worry about setting a clock back if we just lived on Jupiter. How much is it? I don't know which planet is 800 days for a day. Is it Jupiter? How much is a day on Jupiter?
Do you see what's happening?
This is more up Matea's alley. Matea is the lizard scaly.
What?
That's a compliment.
Now you have to do the mini game again.
Oh, Venus is 243 days in a rotation.
Why do you have to walk over to this?
Wait, what? Wait, what the fuck? Jupiter does a full rotation in 10 hours?
Oh yeah, it's real big.
How? No, if the bigger it is, the slower it should be. How fast is it going?
It's not made out of solid.
Jupiter is made of solid.
No, it's not. It's a gas giant.
What do you mean it's got a big red spot where there's like a magma zone that you can jump into?
That's more gas, isn't it? Or is it jam?
It's made of rock.
No,
A day is 10 hours, but a year is 12 years.
Wait, why are they worshipping you again?
Because I have a clock.
Oh. That makes sense.
Also, Jupiter is more like a star that didn't become a star. I think it does have like a solid center, but it's mostly gas.
And the
It-
center, solid
I'm
center.
on
Cause
the
he's
Jupiter.
sitting in a crackling shell. I love you, vitamins and minerals in you. Oodles of the proteins too.
Wiggle middle.
Why
That's
is the
how it
camera
goes.
just not even like I
I'm
literally
on the
just
Jupiter wiki.
I literally
It's
just can't
gas
move the
and
camera.
liquid. So there's
Just following the dinosaur.
No, it's
mostly
not.
gas and liquid, and the gas and liquid is pulled into the core. There's a giant metal core in the middle of Jupiter, which is a solid, and it pulls in the liquid and gas and makes it its surface. And then there's ground around the dot, and there's a little bit of ground, because like it's pulling everything in and around it, including random mass asteroids. So it's still really fucking big. The point is it weighs like 7 gajillion pounds. And like it should not be able to do a full rotation in 10 hours.
is the core bigger or smaller than Earth?
Is the core bigger or smaller than Jupiter?
Well, it doesn't tell me how big the core is, but Jupiter is over 11 times bigger than Earth.
Well, yeah, but like the most of it is gas, so like
How big is Jupiter? Well, no, most of it is gas and liquid is heavy.
The fucked up thing is this is how Mario befriended Yoshi too.
So like even if it doesn't have a metal core, it should still take like 17 septillion years to do one rotation.
well, it doesn't. So you're factually wrong, actually.
I know, but why?
Because gas is lighter than solid. There isn't as
But
many
it
of
has
them.
gas and liquid. Have you ever tried to carry a gallon of water? It's heavy.
We
Well,
don't
only
know
the
how much liquid
outside
is
goes
in
that
there.
fast. The inside might go
Mostly
different.
liquid and gas. Gas turns into liquid when the molecules get too close together because they're in a convention center.
Well, there must not be a lot of liquid if it rotates in 10 hours.
But that's the point, is there is a lot of liquid and it still rotates in 10 hours. Someone should be
24 hours
concerned.
isn't really that much different on a cosmic scale than 10 hours.
Earth is mostly liquid and tiny. Jupiter is mostly liquid and big.
But your whole conceit, like, you don't have to be upset because it takes 12 years for it to go around the sun.
No, it's the opposite of a conceit, because I'm worried for our safety. Because if something rotates that fast, it's gonna crash
Into what?
into itself and then land on us.
That's the plot of Among Us.
Well,
The more a bowling ball spins, the more it goes out of orbit and into something else, possibly us. We can't dodge Jupiter.
I forgot
It's
about
because
this phase of the fight.
regardless of the physics behind all this, you reminded me that I think Jupiter was in my... I jumped something last night, and it was related to Jupiter, but I don't know how.
Okay, here's a breakdown
Uh-huh.
down of the round fruit that is Jupiter. And see, as you can see here, the teal gray is water, ammonium, and methane ices. And then under that is the gas. So it's mostly liquid, and the gravity is over twice as heavy as Earth, and it's 11 times the size of the Earth, yet it rotates twice as fast as the Earth. You know, if the sun can do that, it can make us rotate twice as fast, and then we're dead.
We
'Cause
would
we'll all
actually
turn into
live twice
liquid.
as long if the sun made us rotate twice as fast.
Is that how that works?
Technically.
Okay. Well, I mean, that sounds kind of dope. Maybe
It's like
you're
when the
right,
song A
maybe
Double
it's not
Time
so
plays.
bad after all.
Or no, sorry, the inverted. It would be like the inverted Song of Time.
Okay, but why does Venus take so long to rotate?
I think you have to go back to.
I don't want to.
Darvo, you can't assume games are designed the way you want them to be.
I can't assume this game is designed.
That's true.
It was a gift from God.
That's the best comeback you could probably... anyone could have probably mustered.
Or even ketchup.
I looked up why Venus rotates so slowly, and they said it's because of the wind, and I have a hard time believing that.
Who's wind?
I thought you said it was so. Oh wait.
The DLR German Aerospace Center says it's the wind.
But whose wind? Which wind?
Venus wind. Well, it's making me enter my email address to continue reading, so I'm just gonna have to take its word for it. Well,
Oh my god, you have to watch that whole cutscene, or there's this special animation for the interruption and the dinosaur getting mad again. Oh my god.
1, 2, Django. Well, you wouldn't know why you could write it unless you saw the whole cutscene. Plus, why would you ever want to skip such an excellent display of models being animated?
Yeah, I'm just trying to show off everything in the game. No! No! This game stink!
This other guy says that Venus rotates slowly because it has too many moons that are pulling Venus towards them and causing Venus to lose its momentum. Like if you have 12 moons and they're all in different directions, they'd all be pulling you.
I'm not sure that's how that
into
works.
different pieces, slowing you down.
Why is this so long?
There's probably a better way to do this that we're just unaware of.
Yeah, like play a different game.
Hi, caramba.
Okay, at least the guys
Who's
don't
that
res-
little guy?
Oh wait.
Who's that little
I do respond.
Who's that friend you found?
That's a new Pokemon.
What their name?
Yeah, that's ostensibly a better way to fight these guys than eating them.
Squimmus.
Squimmus.
Is that from Mushba's store?
I don't know.
It looks a little bit like Pee-Pee and Sucklet.
Wait, Venus is the only planet that rotates backwards.
Backwards to what?
How do you rotate backwards?
It's rotating counterclockwise instead of clockwise.
Compared to what?
Yeah, what's counterclockwise? What's counterclockwise in space?
every planet is rotating in the same direction except Venus.
Jump in the lava.
Prove it.
Well, okay, look. This person, what's this person's name? Mark Foskey at backexchange.com has 29 likes. All right, 29, and he says that Venus goes so slowly because of retrograde, which causes it to rotate the opposite direction of all other planets.
Retrograde is an emulator.
It's rotating so slowly, it's rotating backwards, and it's probably because Jupiter is rotating too fast and it's making Venus rotate slowly.
Oh, this is a Yoshi joke.
Yeah.
I just
Servo, I
realized.
hope you name this part Planet Orbit, Free Will versus Determinism.
I'm just calling these parts the names of the levels.
It is wind. The sun's gravitational
I'll give them
pull.
secret little names in the description or something.
The sun's gravitational pull on the planet's very dense atmosphere cause strong atmospheric tides, which cause space wind. It causes it to rotate backwards.
No, I
Honestly,
think
this
the planet
lunge
free
is
will.
kind of fun.
Also, the core of Venus is flipped upside down.
Oh, he's so cute though. He's got a bigger boner than you. If you so bigger, you show him, big boy.
Why is this person saying anti-clockwise instead of counterclockwise?
That's what
There's
he's
like
saying.
some really cursed British way to say
I think
counterclockwise.
anti-clockwise is just not using a clock at all.
Anti-clock words.
No, it's like. Why did I hear a doo-doo-doo? Hope that wasn't my capture card. Doesn't look like it.
So wait, one Venusian day is longer than one Venusian year because it takes longer for Venus to rotate, like to make a full rotation once, than it does for Venus to rotate orbit around the sun once. It takes Venus longer to spin around than it does to go around the sun. So a day is longer than a year. Someone should fix that. They need to patch Venus. There should never be a day that's longer than a year.
I like that Yoshi turns into a texture when he gets hit. Also, the small mercy that you don't have to continue to hypnotize.
Well, the Frankie and the Haybot battle trained you for this, so if this is too hard, they just want you to restart the game and do the Frankie Haybot battle.
But that's why you thought the ass.
Yeah, no, I remember that very vividly. I don't know what I did differently that time than every other time, but...
Got lucky.
You were too late the other times. There's a small window.
Too early.
It's really sad that the... Why does this Yoshi get crushed and not die, but the baby one does? I guess that was specifically a ritual sacrifice platform.
Yeah.
I like how the Fangy Wikipedia page says that when the Uga-Buga Bunga fight starts, Fangy's no longer hypnotized. You've just fully gained his trust by then, so he just willingly fights for you.
I like to assume that he hates the big cave guy.
God, it's just like, you know the joke where in Mario 64 Mario runs around a little bit
I don't
to
think
the
you're supposed
side?
to. I don't think you're supposed to turn around when he's gonna hit you. You can just jump over the shockwave, so you can face him the whole time.
Yeah, but if he doesn't, there's like...
You don't have to turn around.
You kind of do though.
Yeah, we'll just get hit by that one. Just get hit by that
Okay.
one.
Yeah, that'll do it.
I think he'd attack when he has the bone far up.
You might be able to jump over the bone too. We haven't tried yet.
It's not like terribly hard to figure out when you're supposed to attack per se. It's just this is like the laggiest, wonkiest control scheme.
Yeah, Conker is very.
It really is a lot like Dark Souls with no dodge roll.
Well, it's because you're using an Xbox controller instead of
doesn't
an
have very good reflexes.
Yeah,
He drank too much.
notoriously inaccurate Xbox controller.
Well, the N64 controller is the best controller ever made, so nothing can really compare to it. Did you know in the multiplayer minigame, there's similar Raptors to Fangy, but
That's
they
crazy.
don't have the saddle on.
Do you think Fangy would have been in Conker 2?
Do you consider Dinosaur Planet Conker 2?
In a way, it kind of is.
I'm really curious how much more explicit Dinosaur Planet was going to be before it was Star Fox, or if they just didn't change it at all.
It was changed significantly. Like, Crystal was one.
I've seen the original characters.
Like, Crystal was originally going to be like a main character, but then she got shafted pretty much to just be damsel in distress.
Is Crystal still considered to be part of Team Star Fox and Star Fox Zero?
I think Star Fox Zero is pre-dinosaur.
Yeah, Crystal just doesn't show up in Zero, so we have no idea if she exists or not.
I went to the Jugga Wikipedia page by accident, and it says that her species is cavemen, but then in parentheses next to it, it says likely.
Likely story.
Likely a caveman species.
I feel like the most reliable strategy is to like run in circles and hope that when I'm near him, he does the bone toss like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're doing it the best way.
Yeah, I mean, I think after I got that first one, I kind of got the idea of what I was supposed to do, and I'm just doing the rest at Conker speed. I like that the Lorizy doesn't have enough ass left to wear pants.
Is this where they got the idea for Crazy Frog?
Big boner, my ass.
Big boner, my ass. Is that is that a statement, or are you telling me what to do?
This is reused Chunky Kong sound effects.
Well, tell them one of the incidents in my day.
That was a reused Chunky Kong mod.
I think we should go up there and pay those babes a visit. I mean, I'm pretty determined to get something out of this. Maybe there's some cash up there too. Well, give us some hope.
I think the Conker espouses his philosophy during the game.
I think this is where we say goodbye.
In the
No,
Jugga wiki,
I know we had a good time together.
it puts that since Conker wanted to pursue a relationship with Jugga, it is evident that he is already cheating on Barry, but that's assuming that Conker isn't already in a polyamorous relationship with Barry and possibly other squirrels or beings. So I think it's really bigoted for the wiki to assume that.
Yeah, I don't think squirrels are very monogamous.
His just has a Among Us bone in him.
Yeah. I was thinking that too.
Good. Psychology always works with you.
Oh my god.
Babe time.
I'm excited to do the spooky part in time for Halloween.
Yeah.
Wait, you have to write a Dark Souls message on the ground. You have to say "amazing chest ahead," so they think it's like a treasure chest, but then they go there and it's not. So
For all our viewers watching this, whenever this gets uploaded, this was recorded before Halloween, just so you know.
Mm-hmm.
this was also recorded before Dark Souls.
It's
I mean, it's
October
before-
2017 right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it is technically before today.
Giống phải làng gòn gòn. Oh, you're so cute though.
Is this where you learn the sunlight heal
No, love you no more.
from Guinevere?
No.
No. No. We can work it out.
Squid fudgy break Jugger's heart.
No, I'll be good. I'll be really good. I'll be new scroll.
Bountiful
Drink
sunlight.
Whatever you've heard about me,
Just give anyone that you try to fish.
Jugger put Squid fudgy here. Jugger not like goodbyes, but bye bye. You
Type
go.
in the comments your response.
Bye bye then.
I love you always.
Bye bye. Oh well.
This implies that Conker's dick has to be bigger than Uga-Bugas, right?
That's
Well, it implies that there was a romance that they had to cut out.
Yeah, because his dick was so big.
Well, she
There's
says
some-
I love you, but they only knew each other for a couple minutes, so I think originally there was just gonna be a little plot where they got to know each other.
Yeah, that does seem weird. I just kind of
feel like-
assumed it was supposed to be weird, but
I mean, I'm doing a bit, but
I feel like Conker probably
So were they.
just did the...
when they
I
made
feel
the
like
game.
Conker probably just did the hypnotism thing again. He did to the Raptor, and then they realized they couldn't put that in a video game, so they cut it out.
I don't think they would have cared that much about that. But
You don't think they don't? You think they would have left in Conker hypnotizing Jugga to fuck him in the game?
yeah,
Okay, that's
That
fair.
was-
I guess I can't debate that.
it's like came out 19 years ago, and
Whoa, that area connected to this area.
Mm-hmm.
They have that kind of that world building
Bloodborne.
video game. This is this is ahead of its time.
It's just like Bloodborne.
Just like,
So you're back at the clinic.
And it all comes full circle.
Is this when you get to go to Barry's house?
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's a location that exists in the game. Oh, I guess this is when you do this.
It technically exists in the game.
I guess
Yeah.
I'll do this now, cause like, why the hell not, right? Wait, I never got the honey money. Oh wait, do you
Yeah,
need? I think you need to do this next part to get it.
I assume you need to go into the beehive to get the beehive
Mhm.
honey.
I'm still freaked out that Grant Kirkhope didn't make this song. I had really tricked myself into believing that.
Open Beamland makes pretty good music.
Let's say, can you go to this website?
you should have the viewer go to the website.
Yeah, viewer, can you go to the website?
Yeah, just follow the link.
Young Conker invades your living room.
I mean,
I could have done that at any time, I think.
They're hiring.
What was if there was like the guy that comes out of the honey hive to stop you from going in there before? What was stopping you from just doing that?
Maybe he was in all of the holes before. That's actually, yeah, I don't know for sure.
Wait, I was joking that the studio was hiring because their newest thing on their main page was Young Conker, but I went to their careers page and they actually posted 6 new job listings 2 days ago.
Did those holes not lead into the honeycomb? Did they just lead like
Oh
to
yeah,
each
I think
other?
they just led to each other probably.
I'm actually gonna apply to work here. I'm gonna apply to work at Asobo Studios and help make Young Conker.
Oh. Interestingly, that this developer did help make Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure.
Curious.
What's the most recent thing they made?
Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Wait, the studio is in France.
How
Yeah.
to get in France.
I don't know any French.
I do.
Oh, well, you can apply to work here. You could make...
I thought you meant Frenches and French people.
No, I
thought you
I
meant
don't
like
even
French
know anyone
fries.
to live there. I just like to speak the language.
They made a Plague Tale. They made Recore.
They made
I don't know.
Recore?
I don't know if they specifically developed these. It doesn't really specify what they specifically did with these games. But
So why is Conker doing this?
They made Young Conker.
nobody made you.
He just appeared.
So why is Conker killing a bunch of bees?
They're bad. They aren't bees, they're hornets.
Oh my god. Matea, on asobostudio.com, please mouse over studio and click on team and then scroll to the bottom. Look at this look at this funny little Easter egg they put for us down here.
Oh, that rules. Yeah, you did not see Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, because I think you would be interested in it.
It looked
Yeah,
like
I
a
haven't
Poke Park
seen it.
clone.
Yeah, it looked
While
like
we
it
were
had
waiting
Toy
for everyone to get online, we were just looking at random stuff on the Xbox store.
And it looked like it had Toy Story 2 for N64 mechanics.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that. They also made the Ratatouille game.
No, they made the movie Ratatouille.
Oh, that's even better. Why did they hire a studio that makes Pixar video games to make a Conker game? It seems like a very bad idea.
I don't know if that's necessarily a bad idea.
Well, I mean, it did turn out to be a bad idea in hindsight.
I mean, every studio has to start somewhere, but
Well, I mean, it looks like they're still doing it.
the money in Young Conker looks like it's from Conker at least.
That's true.
Like, why do all the other characters look mostly okay, but Conker just looks fucked up?
Oh, I forgot this is
wanted
the
to
Wasp
distract
Hive?
the fact that he has pants.
Like, what is the... What is... Is... Because, like, if they stole it and brought it in here, it implies it's their hive. And that's why there were so many of them in there. Oh,
I don't really know.
I hope that was a
Young
checkpoint.
Conker support.
It just looks like a corn cob to me.
Microsoft.forums.com/categories/youngconker.
How do you avoid this damage?
I don't know.
There's only 3 questions asked in this forum, and one of them is how to make a character actually sit on your real chair using spatial understanding in Call of Duty.
But yeah, the studio Tail and Microsoft Flight Simulator, which are two
Shit.
pretty critically acclaimed games. So they're going somewhere after Young Conker.
Yeah, everyone goes somewhere. It says Rare made Conker Reloaded. I don't think that's true.
After how much I was complaining about Uga-Buga being the longest level and stuff, you'd think that, like, I would just save this for the start of the next part, but Spooky, like, I think Spooky takes less time than Uga-Buga, but it feels a lot longer.
Hypothetically, it doesn't take long. I remember watching you do it, and it seemed like it took, like, 5 years. Like, I don't know when you streamed it, but I remember watching you stream it.
Yeah, I remember that. That would have been, like, 2015. I think it was right when this came out.
I'm looking at reviews for Conker Live and Reloaded, and Maxim, which is a men's luxury magazine, for some reason used to review games, and they gave Conker's Live and Reloaded a perfect 10 out of 10.
You're saying that you don't think luxurious men would want to play this? Also, snaking was pointless. You just walk at full speed like the first time. I thought the third one made it harder for some reason. I don't know what you're supposed to do here, but...
Also, was Rare did make Live and Reloaded. They originally wanted to make a Conker 2, but Microsoft was like, just remake Bad Fur Day, because we want that on the Xbox.
Why did they want that on the Xbox?
I guess because it was critically acclaimed. And I guess they wanted like one that actually like looked updated on it for the Xbox.
This was critically acclaimed?
Yeah.
Why? I guess Halo hadn't come
all
out
of Rare's
yet.
games on N64 were
Well,
critically
this
acclaimed.
was probably, I guess, the best shooter before Halo.
Darvo, I was trying to tell you before you did the LP that my main concern is that the game wouldn't get the respect it deserves, and now you're saying that you don't think anyone ever liked this game. When obviously it's like one of the most famous and well-liked N64 games.
It has a 92% on Metacritic.
Thank you, Mr. Squirrel.
I mean, just because it was respected back then doesn't mean we have to respect it back now.
It was technologically impressive.
I mean,
all of Darvo's problems with it are just due to playing the game really fast in one sitting.
I don't think that Darvo's the problem with the gameplay.
I'm not saying Darvo's the problem. I said the way that Darvo was playing it.
I'm not sure what the difference of those two statements is.
Because he doesn't. Because if he was playing a game where the playstyle was encouraged, then it would show
Here's
off
to a
the game
wonderful
better.
year. Well, I love this game. I've been having a blast with every last bit of it, so I just don't know why they made it so bad.
That's fair.
But yeah, this was the AAA game of its time. Like this is.
I mean,
what's the Red Dead Redemption 2
I mean, when you type
of 2001.
I did say earlier that when you type 2001 games, the first one is Grand Theft Auto 3, and this is the second one. So the only game that was better than this in 2001 was Grand Theft Auto 3.
What about Paper Mario?
Paper Mario was critically acclaimed.
Was Paper Mario in 2001?
I thought it was.
No,
I've definitely always known that people found this game's whole shtick to be really freaking funny.
I mean, this was South Park era, so
I think everyone was just shook up from 9/11.
No,
this was before 9/11.
Yeah, but it didn't, like, I think everyone just fondly remembered it as the last thing they did before 9/11.
The jokes are good if that kind of humor is your thing. The animations are incredible for its time. It has really good voice acting. It did a lot of very interesting things that Gex tried to do and failed at, and which came out around.
I'm just gonna say, Gex does not deserve that much credit. It did not really try to do much of anything.
All right, well, Gex 2 and 3 tried to do many things and
Gex
so
is funnier than this, but not on purpose.
Yeah.
and this, I mean, like, it might not seem like this succeeds in any of the things it does, but it technically does succeed in all the things that
I mean, you can.
Oh
you
yeah, if
played
Mario
enough video
Sunshine hadn't
games-
come out, I think this would have been like legitimately very impressive. It's just hard for me to get into that mindset where like Sunshine is something that I take for granted.
I mean,
it's a cinematic.
How do I
experience
control this?
with an exploration.
It's not responding to control stick.
What do you
There
actually
was
start?
an entire year between this and Sunshine. I think people had plenty of time to enjoy it.
Why did it put me here?
That's a really good question.
But it also already did the thing for you. So
Yeah.
I think it should make
bringing
you walk
about
out of
100 million
that
lives.
instead of killing you.
Apparently, if you use the infinite money cheat to pay the barrel early, he still doesn't appear, and like he just disappears until you progress that much in the story.
That's bonkers. They should change it from Conker to Bonker if you do that.
Yeah,
What's
they
even-
should. That was their biggest mistake.
What's even the point of infinite money if you can't use it to skip anything?
So you feel like you're rich, like in Grand Theft Auto 5 when you get Twitch
What does
Prime
it?
and they
What
give
does the
you
UI display if you do that? Is it lots like Banjo-Tooie?
It just says money, money, money.
You said that in a tone that leads me to not believe you.
I'm looking. I'm on a forum, so it's not giving me any pictures.
They can post pictures on forums even in 2001.
All right.
Well, okay, not if they're not Koopa yet.
Ninetales 20 and Saberwolf 579 did not give me any pictures to work with. And they're the two that use the cheat code.
I still don't really understand this Worms Spiral Mountain puzzle.
Yeah, I thought there was like some easy way of getting up here, but I guess you're just supposed to do this.
How do you get past the worms in Conker?
How do you get past the worms in Worms Armageddon? Why is this guy standing up
There you
again?
go.
Did that count as losing that money? No, he just wanted to see that I had that much money.
When Conker is riding down the pathway on Mr. Barrel, he will crush the worms when they pop up from the ground. After that, they no longer appear. Also, it says you don't have to hug the corner of the wall. You can just jump over them.
I literally don't understand how I'm controlling it. I had to press both sticks in opposite directions to move it that time.
It's like
It
kind
said-
of
Does it have like tank controls?
I think it does, I just like don't have enough space to figure out the basic orientation. Also, I'm
Doesn't he tell
just
you how to
very
ride it?
emotionally exhausted from Uga-Buga. Maybe I shouldn't have done this now.
You can end the part after this.
Yeah. I'm not gonna do spooky tonight. I'll do that before
Spooky
Halloween,
is
though.
very mentally draining.
I do not have spooky in me right now.
It says jump atop the barrel and use the control stick to roll down the hill.
The control stick definitely. I mean, maybe. Okay. Oh, it is. It's like top. Is tank controls the same as top right controls? Because that's what it is.
Yeah. Top right is tank control.
Top right with the blue one is tank controls. And
Yeah,
everyone
that's
uses
what I meant.
the beacons, so.
Well, if you played as the barrel in Resident Evil, it would have prepared you.
Oh yeah, I forgot about this lore for the day continuing to pass.
See, the worms are a genius part of game design because they make you not want to go up there until you're a lot better at jumping later in the game, until you have enough money to pay the barrel. So that way, it directs you towards the place you're supposed to go. And then by the time you reach the barrel, you have enough money because you're confident in jumping. You can jump over the worms. And then it opens a new part of the game.
I get what you're saying, but saying this game has a skill curve is kind of
The worms are the new Londo ghosts of Huckleberry Hill or whatever the fuck.
I can kind of agree with that because I hate the new Londo ghosts always.
Yeah, they make them so hateable, so you don't go there until
Are they like the
last boss.
Chozo ghosts?
They're worse.
No, Chozo ghosts are definitely worse, but the new Londo ghosts are harder, but Chozo ghosts are more annoying.
Well, how many Chozo ghosts are there in total?
A lot.
Oh.
And it gets even worse if you're just backtracking and trying to figure out what to do. That's the worst part about them.
Skybox looks really fucked up here at night.
Yeah, I'm just here to show off the rare nighttime barn boys.
If you talk to all the characters at night, do they have different dialogue? Like you can catch them fucking through the window.
Well, here's
don't think you
the
can
cat.
talk
They
to these
just
guys,
don't
but-
have dialogue.
Top 5 secrets in Conker's Bad Fur Day at night.
Sky rockets in flight. Conker's Bad Fur Day at night.
All right, what I found is there a secret to being good at Conkers? Here's what a couple.
I really like abbreviating the game's name as Conkers.
Here's what a couple who competed in the World Conker competition had to say.
What did that look like?
Well, you invite your couple and you all play Conker's Bad Fur Day.
It is a very romantic game.
A couple who pitted their nutty wits against some of the world's top Conker players this week have shared their secrets over what makes them so good at the game.
Is that like neural network fake clickbait generation?
I'm trying to figure that out. The 55-year-old made it to the final of the women's Conker competition, only to be knocked out by the same woman who beat her husband.
I think it probably is. I don't know if I'm willing to believe in a women's Conker competition.
We'll be back next year to try to go one better.
Look at that moon.
You get to go there at the end of the game. It's a reference to. It foreshadows it throughout the whole game if you notice.
The World Conker
Formidable-
competition is at the back of a lovely village pub in Northamptonshire near Oundle, said Ian of Ranskill. A few hundred enter each year, and it's a mixed competition, and they narrow it down to men and women.
They narrow it down to men and women. No non-binary people
I
allowed.
don't know what that means. Asked what the secret was to their technique, he said, "It's complete luck of the draw. It's a lot of fun, really. It's like a village fair with bouncy castles and stalls and